your office, Chancellor.
Thank you so much, Bernadette, for showing me around on my first day.
I think your permanent secretary would like to see you now.
Oh, good.
Welcome, Chancellor.
Sir Humphrey, I didn't expect you'd be here after all this time. I'm so relieved that you are. Your advice will be invaluable.
I'm sure you'll make a most excellent Chancellor.
Thank you.
Though it is rather unusual to find somebody who's only just entered Parliament in this position.
I'm just as surprised as you are. We really didn't expect to have such a landslide. Calling our party the No Expenses Party was an inspiration. Sir Humphrey, can you introduce me to my office? Oh, I can see there's a laptop and there's pens and a calculator, telephone. Oh, and what's this? All expenses paid trips by my predecessor?
Oh no, Chancellor. This map shows the location of secrecy jurisdictions around the world.
Secrecy jurisdictions?
More commonly known as tax havens.
Tax havens. I think I've heard of them. Isn't that where I live and work in Britain, but my company's registered in the Cayman Islands or Jersey, and I don't pay any tax? It's an abomination. Think of all those poor people who earn quite low salaries and nevertheless do pay their income tax.
That information, Chancellor, is not quite correct. Actually, Bernadette is new to this department. She's only just transferred from the Ministry of Health.
Well, Sir Humphrey, can we continue this briefing at lunchtime? I just need to settle myself into the office. Thank you.
Of course.
We'll meet up in the canteen at 1 o'clock?
Oh, not the canteen. I think the staff restaurant.
I'll stick with canteen, Sir Humphrey. See you at 1 o'clock.
As you wish, Minister.
Bernadette, could you stay behind and show me how to use the phone and how to access my emails? I'd be really grateful.
Oh yes, certainly, Chancellor.
I was interested in what you had to say about tax havens, secrecy jurisdictions. I see quite a lot of them are all the same colour. Does that mean that they belong to a particular country?
Yes, Chancellor.
Which country is that?
The United Kingdom, Chancellor.
What? The Prime Minister's going to have to hear about this. Fill me in. Can you do some Googling while I go off to Cabinet and find out what you can find out?
Certainly, Chancellor. This looks like a good website. Tax Justice Network. Listen to this. This is Senator Carl Levin, who chairs the US Senate Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations.
Hiding assets offshore is blatantly unfair to the vast majority of taxpayers who comply with their civic obligations and have to shoulder the additional tax burden when others don't pay what they owe. It deprives government treasuries of money needed to protect our citizens and to provide the services that make our nations more secure and prosperous. In the United States alone, we've estimated that offshore tax abuse deprives the United States Treasury of perhaps $100 billion a year in revenues.
How much revenue is lost to the Treasury in my department each year?
It says here that 18.5 billion is lost each year to the UK.
What? We've got to get this stopped. We could use that money to end child poverty. We promised that in our manifesto. We crossed our fingers and toes. We'd find the money once we got access to the books. And now we have, and look what we found. Wow! How can we get our hands on it? I must talk to Sir Humphrey. What exactly? I mean, that's what they say. Sir Humphrey, I understand that we lose £18.5 billion a year of tax evasion through these secrecy jurisdictions. We must shut them down.
No, Chancellor, we can't possibly do that. No, if we don't give these people special treatments, they'll just go elsewhere.
Can I get a few facts straight? Do these people invest in this country?
Not invest as such.
Do they make any contribution to this country?
Not directly, perhaps.
Okay, so can I conclude that tax havens, secrecy jurisdictions, only benefit the richest in society at a cost to everyone else? Aren't they also up to shady dealings like money laundering? Sir Humphrey, we must let them go, and good riddance. Excuse me, I've got to dash now.
Put me through to the Cabinet Secretary at once. It's very urgent.
This just in, the government has announced today that it will take immediate steps to shut down secrecy jurisdictions otherwise known as tax havens. It will introduce general anti-avoidance principles targeted at the courts, which usually come down on the side of the tax avoiders. Avoidance will no longer be able to be considered acceptable. The UK will also require all its tax haven territories to sign up to automatic information access processes with other countries. The £18.5 billion annual tax revenue that will result from these actions, the government has promised, will be spent on eliminating child poverty in Britain.
What do you think? Should Britain continue to lose £18.5 billion a year tax revenue to tax havens? Or should it take action to shut them down and spend that money on ending child poverty in the United Kingdom? Which would you choose?